After Thanksgiving, because that's when you take your house to the next level, decorating for Christmas. Well, if you want to up the ante and be that house that everyone slows down to see how they are doing this electric light show with the trees in the front, then here's your opportunity from Santa's Best with the newest technology, the launch of the groundbreaking Pixel technology now in a 7 or 5 foot tree. It's the look of commercial lighting at your home, priced at $249.96 for your 5 foot tree or $399.96 for your 7 foot tree. This tree creates over 43 different combinations of colors and patterns to dazzle you and your family. And the great thing about it is all done with a single remote control. Quick and easy setup. The newest technology is exclusive to QVC for a limited time. I want to introduce you to Daniel Byrne, who knows more about this technology than any of us. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well
Nice
done.
to see
Thank you for bringing this awesome, awesome tree to us. It is so cool. Let's go over here and take a deep dive into this technology, because when I first kind of saw it, and when you see it on QVC.com, you see a picture and it looks just like, you know, a hoop tree, and it's like, okay, that's nice. But then when you see it in action, you're like, wait a minute, what is going on? How is this possible? You're going to tell us how.
Yeah, it's really, truly groundbreaking technology that we've been working on for many years now, over 3 years to get to where we are. And this is our Pixel light technology. So it's a combination of our LED, light emitting diodes, RGB, red, green, blue, and Pixel. Pixel being what you see, you know, at the ball games. Maybe you think of New Year's Eve and the ball dropping in Times Square.
Right.
Maybe you think of some of your bigger venues or those Christmas light fights. But we finally have been able to do it so it's the commercial grade that we can bring home to you, the customer. And basically what this Pixel technology is that each one of these bulbs is smart. They each have their own individual chip in it. So what does that mean? That means that each bulb can speak to each other and also hold a message. And that message will tell it, thank you, I will move to the next spot, allowing this sort of symphony of lights, if you will. So we can create patterns and dancing movements that we've never been able to do before.
I'm just like so amazed by this and how well made this is. Now this comes basically fully assembled, with the exception of the stakes that you will put on, and we'll show you the process of putting it together. But it's ready to go in 5 minutes for you. All you got to do is plug it in. So it's not like you have to go to your computer or go to your cell phone and program some really complicated program. It's all done with this remote control, and batteries are included in the remote control.
Yeah, it couldn't be easier to use right here, and it is just 2 AAA batteries, so you can watch as we dazzle with this light display right here. So you can see that's just going through our diagonal, and we'll just hit that a couple of times and go to our yellow, our green, our red. We have what I had started on a little bit earlier, this beautiful arrow formation. You see, I am not doing anything other than hitting our remote control. We're getting a lot of questions by people saying,
how is this happening?
Yeah, can I choose, or does it just a light show? We do have a light show and we can run through all the functions, but we also have the ability to control it and choose our favorite function.
And notice too, as you're doing that, both trees are talking to each other with one remote control.
Exactly. So you can also set them so they're separate. You just simply do it, unplug it. We have RGB, so red, green, blue, but because it's RGB Pixel, we have the ability to make this dance like we've never seen before. Some other all year round features that you might find interested. How about this? So really dazzling to have this celebration of red, white, and blue, the stripes that we love, and you can keep this up all year long. That is a removable star, so that star can come off, so if you want to choose different colors. And we're also getting a lot of questions on whether we can create this is actually a fun one, but whether we can create solid colors. And you can see that we can do a cool white. This has a nice little wintry theme. If you have a favorite sports team, or how about Valentine's Day, we can roll into a great blue for my New York Giants, or green for the Eagles, or how about St. Patrick's Day? And if you remove that star, which is easily removable, you can see right here that it has that conical shape, so it blends in with your landscaping, and it has those vibrant pixel lights.
And if you don't use it year-round, that's okay. It's just something that, you know, you have the opportunity to have this beautiful tree, and again, to be the ones to have it first. It's all powder-coated steel and metal construction with this really cool, smart bulb. And I want to show how to put it together, because I want to demystify that whole thing too.
Yeah.
So Andrea is actually standing over here, and she's going to put one together for us. And there's no use putting a timer on it, because by the time we got the clock up, you'd be done. But walk us through the process of setting it up.
Sure thing. So this is the 7-foot tree, and the 7-foot tree has a 31-inch base. The 5-foot has a 23-inch base. I'm taking the pole and I'm simply inserting it into the center of that base. You'll see my tree is already collapsed and inside of that circular base. The first piece of pole is in, I connect the second piece to it, and now I simply lift up the tree. So it's very easy to do. You just lift it up, attach it at the top. My star is already connected, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in at the very top. And then I really could plug it in now, because it's pretty much ready to go, but we've also included 6 spring clips down here at the bottom. You simply attach those to the chains that we've run around the tree, and those 6 points will give it stability. It won't shake as much. And then you put the ground stakes in as well, and that's what anchors it to the ground.
So was that like less than 5 minutes? I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes.
I think it was less than 1 minute.
Less than a minute to put that tree together, and it looks amazing. And then here's the thing, it's not like she has to go in and try to figure out some complicated computer pattern to create this. I mean, a lot of those, and I watched that competition where people compete in the neighborhoods. And it is fun, but I cannot believe, first of all, the amount of time that people take to, dedicate how to create these light shows and all that stuff. Not to mention the fact that a lot of times they have to get additional voltage into their homes to power all of the lights that they're adding to their home. So,
and you know what they don't have? This is where we change the game, actually, and it's hard to believe this tiny little thing. That's our pixel right there, and you can see on the other side right here, that's where our intelligence is. So it's that 4-pronged, and then there's a chip inside this bulb, but it is replaceable. So then we know that if one of these goes out, you just go ahead and replace it. Those ones that you see at the stadium, the ones that you see elsewhere on the commercial side, they're not replaceable. You ever notice when you see those billboards and you pass by and there's like squares out? That's because their pixels are not replaceable.
Well, we are excited about our today's special value. We hope that you are too. If you have any questions for us or would like to talk to Daniel, please call us. 1-800-395-1601 is our testimonial line. We'd love to hear from you if you're digging this whole idea. Advance orders on these will ship on October 28th, so you'll have it in plenty of time for holiday decorating. But this is new technology. Santa's Best is launching this at QVC exclusively. This is the only place you will find it. So, although it might look like, a hoop tree, when you first see it, when you turn it on and start adjusting the patterns, and there are over 43 colors and pattern combinations, you realize quickly that it is not the same old hoop tree. This is something completely new.
Yeah, we're almost marrying up a little bit of that nostalgia with that hoop tree, but we figured what better way to be able to show this illumination than in a 360-degree fashion. So it's that sort of classic appearance of that hoop tree, as you may call it, but we have visual from all sides. So if you're sitting in your living room and you're looking out to your front lawn, and then people that are driving by are able to look and vote as sort of the easiest but most effective light display you can find.
Yeah, well, if you want to get more than one, the 6 Easy Pay is there to help you with budgeting. We understand this is a considered purchase, but once you get it, then it'll be something that you'll have for years, decades perhaps, as long as you care for it. And there's really nothing else to do as far as care except unplug it, collapse it, put it back in the box, and get it ready for next year.
Yeah, I mean, there's two things that we took into consideration. One is time. Everybody is short on time these days, right? I mean, we're all so busy just running around, trying to keep up with everything that's going on. Especially, I have little ones. I'm always trying. And the last thing, my wife wants me to do is spend 3 hours outside decorating,
right.
While all the kids are going crazy and they're doing what they're doing. So this is that simplified way to do it, but get the latest technology. And secondly, space. Space is obviously, we have a lot of stuff that we've acquired over the years, so we don't need more. But this folds flat, as Andrea showed us earlier, and the base is 23 inches wide, so it's this meaningful impression with 248 of those pixels on the 5 foot and 496 pixels on the 7 foot, but it's only 31 inches wide, and it's probably no more than a foot high, so it really folds down flat.
Well, over 500 spoken for in our presentation. That means over 3,500 for the day. And you know what I was thinking about? You're talking about your kids, the evolution of family Christmas decorating. It starts out with the adults doing it because the kids are too small, and then the kids get to an age where they can help. And they want to for maybe 2-3 years, and then they get to a point where they don't want to help.
Right.
And then that means you're back to doing it by yourself again. So when it comes to doing it yourself, making it easy is important, and making it easy to take down is even more important.
Yeah, and reliability, knowing that we have our 3-year warranty behind this, knowing that you get it out of the box, that you feel comfortable. If you have any problems, give us a call. Our customer service will be happy to walk through any issues that you're having. But we don't expect any, because we test this to the most extremes. We actually reenact rain for 3 straight days, and there is not absolutely every socket that is sealed to make sure that it's consistent.
What I really think is cool about this is that not only are the bulbs communicating to each other, but the trees are talking. You can have them talk together, or you can have them separate. I like both, and I've seen both done here on the set, which I think looks really cool. But when you look at the lights, and we'll bring them down a little bit more so you can really get the effect of the patterns. Would you walk us through some of the different patterns that we can do with this?
Yeah, and I absolutely, I can walk you through a few of my favorites, because I didn't really even get to those before, because they're sort of at the bottom. But this one is really neat to me. This is called our merge. And literally, they stop at the top, they communicate and said, hey, let's meet in the middle with a little bit I think there's a good song out there now, Meet Me in the Middle, or whatever it is. But
there is. Would you care to sing a few bars?
I could do a few. So this one is really neat. This is a merge.
And you can do it in all the different colors.
Right, and this is another one. How about just waves? Just a gentle wave around, and doing that in all different colors. Whether it's your green, your purple. How about some, it reminds me of that Parisian street cafe with that yellow. This one's really cool. This, to me, is Charlie Brown. I just hear Charlie Brown when I see this, that awesome lighting.
You can have that music playing on a speaker outside as people come up to
I guess I'm putting together a chorus of songs.
A Christmas song. You are. Your head is, you've got all these things happening in your head. It's good to know. I like it.
We could belt out the Star Spangled. I got a trumpet in the back.
But I love the Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, the Stars and Stripe is really neat. And the way we've been able to make it go, if you watch it carefully, you can see at the bottom it's literally going red, white, and blue, and then at the top it's almost like it's getting lost in the air and starting back over.
And each one of these bulbs, each one of these tiny pixel bulbs is what's creating this thing.
Right.
This bulb is talking to this bulb to say when it should go and when it should come on and when it should go off, and that's what creates the really cool patterns.
It's the intelligence, it's the smartness. You think about everything that we've been able to do, but you know what hasn't been smart lately is the, basically the LED. It's been beautiful, but it hasn't been smart.
There's been no changes to it.
Yeah, you haven't been able to create where each one of these has a chip and they communicate with each other.
Well, it reminds me of the launch of a new smartphone.
Right.
And everybody gets all pumped up and excited about it. And anybody in the Christmas business is right now going, oh my goodness, what is happening? How is this happening? We have that technology for you here first. And we're thrilled to offer this exclusively at today's special value prices $249.96 for the 5 foot, 6 payments of $41.66 gets it home. $399.96 for the 7 foot, 6 payments of $66.66. You get a remote. You can put it on a timer, so you can do that way. But basically, take advantage of the price and the easy pay and be the one to have it first, because you know that friendly competition
Yes.
breaks out in most neighborhoods.